Hi there! Sensei Victoria Whitfield here from naturalintuition.com with Ashley Palmer, and she's going to share her story of being part of the Visionary Shaman Circle and working with me personally. I can't wait to hear what comes through because Ashley is super, super, super creative. She's an artist. Artist, and I love her. She's from New York City area. Brooklyn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're in Brooklyn. Woo woo. Yay. So this is all about celebrating Ashley's journey so that you feel connected to your tribe, right? One step at a time, we'll take it together. But I'm so grateful that Ashley, you've agreed to share your story today. Thank you. Oh, so let's begin by you tell us, what is your healing gift that you're sharing with the world? Like, what do you do? What's your business?
Yeah, I'm Ashley from the AshleyPalmerProject.org, and I'm a horticulture therapist and designer.
That's amazing. By the way, you're the only person I've ever met who's a horticulture therapist and designer. Like, unique, gorgeous, crystal clear vision. I love that. And
yeah, they're intertwined. I work with people and plants and often make things out of the plants. So, yeah.
How did that come to you? Like, how did horticulture therapy come to you? Did you just wake up and plants were like, we're here?
It was just a flash moment. I didn't know. I always thought it was just a thing that I was doing, and then I found out it's an actual like field you could take classes in. So, and I found this out very randomly, as most things come about, where it's kind of amazing.
So good. That's so good. So with that, what inspired you to first start working with me? Like, where were you at before our experience together? We've been studying together for over
2 years, maybe?
2 years, yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really good 2 years. Yeah, so I was working for a big corporate company doing accessories design, and I had done that for 10 years and was never passionate about it. And I just thought, oh, this is where I have to be because of the finances, and this is what I studied. And everyone, you tell people you're working in fashion and they say, oh, that's really cool. So you start listening to other people. But I was very unhappy and was introduced to Victoria, so worked personally, and really got inspired to just change careers and start my own thing. And then when I found out she was starting the Shamanic Journeying group, I was like, yes, because I'm at a point where I was starting my own business and I just needed a little extra help, but not so much one-on-one anymore, since I had gotten the confidence to get past that. So
so that's super awesome. Okay, let's just recap. I switched jobs after 10 years in like this big corporate environment, and then I started my own business, right? Following my passion and my unique vision, and I had enough confidence to do. Hello.
When you say it, it sounds better.
You're like, oh yeah. I've been at this for a while, Victoria. This shit's old hat. It's great. I love that.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Tell me about. Do you remember what it was like though to not feel very confident about your decisions? like my memory is this wonderful vault, but I'm not going to speak for you. I want to hear, do you remember, like, what was it like not feeling so confident when you went to work, or what you should be doing, or how to start? Do you remember what that was like?
Yeah. I tried not to think about it. It made me like mad all the time and very tired is like the short answer of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easy to blame other people. Like I felt I was doing that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is this way because this person, and putting it on your bosses and things like that. But at the end of the day, you have to take some control somehow. So
Yes.
yeah.
Throwing down nuggets of wisdom there. Huzzah.
Yeah, it worked for me. So,
but to our dear viewer who's watching us right now, they may be in that space right now of, I hate this place. I hate my boss. My boss is like a gremlin, and everyone around me is like a gaggle of gremlins, right?
it does. I just remember getting to a point where I was like, I'll go work in a coffee shop. Like, I'll do anything. I'll make it work. I'm not doing this anymore. And it was just so powerful. And people like listened to me when I just said, I'm not, no. It's, you say it's a, what do you say? No is a full sentence.
Yes.
Love that. That's amazing. It's so true. So that worked really well for me.
I mean, it can make people's heads explode. I'm reminiscing back to my own life too. My last job was wonderful, so that was a blessing. But the job before that was a horrible crap store. I don't want to drop too many curses. I feel so Jersey right now. Potty mouth sailor girl. But, like, just the toxic environment, and then your personality morphs to protect you in that toxic environment of, all right, I'll do whatever you say, all right, I'm going to do like a kind of a crappy job just to get through, or I'm going to avoid these annoying conversations, I'm going to avoid this crazy person. Like, your whole personality morphs to protect you, but it morphs in like this really crusty way, and you come home at the end of the day that was super long, longer than it should have been, right? Exhausted and full of other people's crusty energy, as if you're some sort of an energetic trash can. Or just me. I'm the only person who's ever had this experience.
We've got one other one here, so.
Thank you, goddess. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be. Right. So you went for it, right? You went for it. You saw the shiny unicorn person, and you're like, oh my God, I want some Victoria or some more happy in my life. You put in the work in the private sessions, and then you joined the Visionary Shaman Circle for your business. Is that correct? Like, it was specifically to...
Yeah, because I definitely got more confident in just like every aspect of my life. But then with the business, because it's not something, I'm not telling people, oh, like, I'm a doctor. Like, people, it takes some explanation, and people are really open to it once I explain it. But I just was uncomfortable with it and felt like I wasn't allowed to move forward. I was stopping myself.
It's really powerful.
Yeah, it's, I was thinking, okay, so that's everyone else that's allowed to do it, but then I'm not. And I'm not allowed to charge for this. And I'm not allowed, like, people aren't going to pay for this. And it's just, at the end of the day, you can't do things for free. I mean, you can, but then you're going to wear yourself out, because then you're working another job to support this. And I think it's a really good thing I'm doing for people. And it was just a matter of getting confidence up and figuring out what to do next and how to grow the business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yay, I'm so proud of you. Yes, because your gift is so amazing. You create such a peaceful environment for the creation of art, right? And you bring so much yummy energy to people's homes through your gorgeous creations of like the tiny garden. Look, I love the one with the barbecue.
I have an obsession with miniature food. It's so cute.
It's adorable.
Also, literally every one of those, I laughed and like was smiling the entire time making them. So they're just so full of happiness.
Yes. You can feel it. You can feel it. And by the way, go check out the gallery at the Ashley Palmer Project.
Yeah, they're the Deskscape tab. So
The Deskscapes is what we're talking about. You're gonna look at it and think, oh my God. And that to have that anchor so much happiness energy, that's healing light work that you're doing for people, right? Because the office, you and I know firsthand, can be a really crusty place, right? That's kind of drab or tense and boring, or not even have any of your personality in it, and you spend half your life there. Right?
That's how I guess the positive thing that came out of 10 years in a corporate office was I had that idea. Like everyone was saying, oh, I can't grow plants here. I'm like, no, there's plants that you can have inside with low light. Oh, they should be really fun though. So that's really like started that part of the business.
Love, 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 love.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
So what are your favorite things about working together? What are your favorite things about the Shaman Circle? Like, what do you love about it? What is the best part?
The camaraderie, like just the group, that when I have questions, there's always people there I can go to.
Mm-hmm.
Or even if it's just I'm having a bad day. And it's so nice just going around talking to people when we're on the call. You realize everyone's going through the same thing. And it just makes you feel so much better. And just the journey itself is amazing. And at first I was wondering if I'm doing it wrong, but it's just, it's like, well, that's just me always wanting to do things the right way. And it's kind of just something you do, and you get great things out of it. Victoria does this. She shakes her boobs sometimes. Yeah, so it's just so nice to not feel alone, and everyone gives great feedback also, which you need. Like, I'm a type of person where I like feedback when I'm working on something to move forward. So
yeah, there's wisdom. There's like a group wisdom that we all connect to, and then there's
doing different things, but it's just still the same problems. Yeah.
And it's so important as an artist and as a creator to not feel alone, right?
Yeah.
When we're super creative, and also when our vibe is kind of low because of the environments that we've been exposed to, right? That surrounded by crusty crabs. It's really powerful to have a way of connecting to a bunch of unicorns, right? A bunch of wonderful shamanic, visionary, creative, happy, vortexy, yummy people, right? Who, oh, this is what's coming up for me. And then, of course, I will flirt and say, that's the only person who has that problem. And then everyone else swoops right in and say, oh, I have that same problem too. Or this is what I've done for that in the past, right? Having togetherness is so powerful.
And just the main, even the feeling of, okay, I'm not weird. Like, because everyone's doing things, like, I don't have to maybe everyone I've known for 10 years goes to an office every day, but maybe I don't get upset on Sunday nights anymore because I want to wait. Like, I love what I do. So it doesn't matter. And you know, when I talk to the corporate people, it's just always angry or complaining about something. So it's nice to just be around people who are doing their own thing.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. Weird people unite.
If we're all weird, then it's not weird anymore. So
I love it. I love it. I love it. Like, I do feel that you're giving words to part of my inner child, right? Because oh my God, being creative, being the outsider, right? I'm super creative and I have this intense sense of humor and I want to be just a happy, bubbly person, and then I come out into the real world.
Yeah, there's no such thing, and there's nothing wrong with you. You're how you are, but you're taught that it's weird and that you should kind of shrink and be apologetic about it, and no one should be. And I really feel pumped up after the group in that sense.
Yay! Oh. Speaking of being pumped up.
Where is this going?
No, we're not going there. Oh my, I think I just splashed. Get the vapors. Speaking of being full of a lot of creative energy, what has manifested, right? What have you manifested in our time working together? And also, what are you conjuring now? Like, you're a master manifestor. In fact, you're a beast. You're like, traveling the world. I got to teach another class over here. I think I need someone to rent my apartment. Oh, here they are. All right, let me stop. Go running through your manifestations for you. But you just share.
It's intense. I was like, I want to just bring the business somewhere else. And I love Berlin. And I'm going to go there in the spring and see what I can do when I'm there, just for a month or two, but amazing. And just the fact, the biggest manifestor and thing that's helping me go forward is having it feel like it's an actual business, not just a side thing I'm doing, and really upping it. I was doing workshops by myself, really small, not charging a lot. And now my next workshop is I'm charging more money. I have people helping me. I'm delegating. And it's just going so much smoother because I just was able to say, I'm ready to be in charge of a larger group of people. You know, I went from working with 5 people, now it'll be 15 people. And it's that step I need to take. And I on one journey was what do I do next with my business? And I added a plant care service that's still in the works, but it's okay, how can I reach more people? And what do I see people need? And I'll just, things will come to me and then it'll just happen and people show up out of nowhere. It happens so often. I'll need something. I'm I really need help. And then someone will show up no, I really just want to work with you. Yeah, it's insane. It really is.
Oh man, it is so sane.
But sometimes I'm should I not be thinking of this? Because it's gonna happen.
It's powerful. It's really, really powerful. Once you get into the flow of it, it's so powerful because all of life, all of the universe is super, super responsive. It's not just, oh, life happens to you. Now you've just shifted into knowing that life is happening for you.
Yeah.
Massive mindset shift. You have so much more power, right? in
Oh.
in that way. Oh my gosh. And by the way, I think you mentioned like, oh, I went on a journey and then like I got this whole new like side of my business and that's in the work. Like, what do you mean you went on a journey? For those of us who are like you and I who are watching right now, watching Ashley and thinking, wow, this is really awesome. She's really calm about this, right? And you're like, what was that? She went on a journey? Did she like walk in the woods or what is that? If you could just explain to us, like, what in the world are you talking about?
It's the journeying we do as a group, the shamanic journeying and the meditation. So it's just I don't know how to describe what you actually do, but you know, you meditate and you get your guide and you ask for guidance essentially, and it just kind of everything, it feels really clear after. For me, it did for sure. It's like I had a million. I've meditated before and I know that helps, but this was another level. Like my head was all over the place. And then when I was finished, it was like, no one's going to stop me. This is what I'm doing. Because that's what you need when you're working for yourself and doing something new that could be a little scary. So that's what my journey was. It wasn't a stroll in the park.
Right, it's a meditation. You, by the way, you described that beautifully, right?
But yeah, you need to really tell them what it is.
Yeah. It's you got to describe it as the experience of the meditation, which you so perfectly did, because the power of doing shamanic journeying, which is a form of meditation, right? The power of it is that you get so much clarity, like crystal clear. In fact, if you didn't get something, if you got something that was unclear, you can go back and ask for them to clear it up, right? Your spirit guides can advise you. You don't have to go to anybody outside of you. No, you can actually just go within and hear exactly what comes next for you. It's like a direct connection to spiritual guidance, not just for yourself, right? But we're talking about for your business. Like, all right, I'm going to go talk to a hawk about how to better serve my clients. And she has things to tell me that when I implement are spot on.
Yeah.
Like, what's one of your spirit guides? You don't have to say the name, but could you just describe one? I'll describe one too, right? I have a hawk, I have a whale, I have a 13-foot half jackal, half man, right? I have who else? I have a pile of fire ants, right? Oh. I have a pool of water. Like, who? You could just say one if you want to share. It's okay if you don't.
Yeah, no, there's a lot. A few trees, like really big old trees. The main one was a crow. And a whale that could swim anywhere, like not in the water. and then a lion. But then there's just always like other things around.
Yeah.
Also. Those are the ones that I like the most.
Yeah. They're your posse, your main entourage.
Yeah, my crew, yeah.
Yeah. And there's everybody talks. Everybody talks. Everybody has something to say.
They're funny. They're very funny.
Yes.
It's fun. It's not a chore at all. At first I was like, okay, this is a thing. Like, I'm just doing this, like treating it kind of like work. I was like, this is really good. I'm kind of just hanging out and I don't have to do much and I'm getting really good advice. Yeah.
Does it have to be hard?
It shouldn't be hard.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Oh my gosh. Like, this is so good. Oh. Like, I can feel the energy of the person who's watching us right now saying, really? Like, it doesn't have to be harder. You talk to a tree? You talk to a pile of ants? What is this strangeness? But it's part of the visionary practice. Like, I'm going to talk to you directly, viewer, my darling. Mwah. It's part of the visionary practice of receiving wisdom from all things, right? And it's actually inside of you. Right? So rather than having to go to somebody else, say, whoa, what should I do with my business? And then they talk about, sure, they could give you business strategies, and that's awesome. Or they could give you mindset stuff, and that's awesome too. But if there's something deep within your consciousness that's like wrapped up in what you're asking, that person's going to have to dig hard in order to get there. Whereas in vision journeying, they'll cut right to the chase because they're right in there with you. And on top of that, there's this joyful, playful element to it where you can open up and create and be part of this wonderful, multi-dimensional creative process as you share your healing gift, aka your business, right? And develop that and hone your craft. It doesn't have to be like chugging and scraping and grinding and whatever they call that. I think they call it, hustling or something along. Like, this is such a much more happier, joyful way. You're so good, Ashley. This is amazing. Yay. So my last question to you is on behalf of our lovely one who's joined and watched us be all kinds of squiggly right now. So what would be your advice? Maybe right now they're watching thinking, I don't know if I trust myself. I'm scared to do something different. Like, at least I know I'm going to get my paycheck from my crappy job, right? I know it sucks, but, I just want to suck it up and keep doing the same thing because the same thing is what works, right? Whereas this is out of the box, like a totally different way to approach things. Like, I don't know if I trust myself, or I'm not sure. Like, I'm drawn, but I'm kind of scared, or what. I'm invoking their energy by describing where they're at right now. They feel the love. They feel they're impressed. By the way, I can see you watching. They're impressed by how normal you are. Like, I'm a freak. I'm a happy drag queen over here, and you're like in your sweater saying, yeah, so I talked to my tree, and like
there was a crow.
You're like, this is what it is. And yeah, I'll go to Berlin for maybe like 1 or 2 months. You are so chill about this. You're closet normal. You can blend in. People would have no idea. Coming from someone who appears so even keel and normal as you, what would you tell to someone who's like, I want to try, but I don't know. I don't know. What would you say?
I just have to do it, because if it just doesn't hurt to try things. And any money I've invested in myself in this way, I just always at first am terrified, because that's how I am, how I was raised, to always be worried about finances. But it's just, it comes back to you, like, you get it back so much quicker, and you're so much more confident and clear, and you can't really understand how it is until you do it. If you told me 2 years ago I would be doing this, it just would have been like, what? And I was so anxious, and going to people for validation, that's a huge thing that I don't have to ask friends quite like these insecure questions anymore, because I just go go on these journeys, and I know it's just, you have to try it. Like, try it at least once, and it doesn't take that much time. It's just amazing.
I love it. The universe agrees.
Yeah, all my stuff just fell off my desk as I was talking.
The universe agrees. She's like, yes, make room, and just
shaking it off.
Shake it off, yes.
Yeah, so I just think I got to a point where I said, oh, fuck it. Like, I don't know what else to do, so I'm going to do something else. Try it.
Do you feel like that was the right decision?
Oh, yeah. Like, 100%. Because you only live once. It's like 10 years is a very long time to be doing something. And I think I'm a big proponent of, you could do anything at any age, but you do start to get set in your ways. So don't let so much time pass before you should always be working towards something, I feel, that you love, that makes you happy. So if you're not, it's really a dark place to be in.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. So much loving pink and green energy around you. I love it.
Dance me out.
Yeah, girl. I love you so much.
Yay, love you too.
And I know you can feel that radiant love just, oh my God, flowing through to you right now. And if you feel like this is something that speaks to you, please, by all means, come on over to naturalintuition.com so that you can look up and join the Visionary Shaman Circle or the Master Manifestor Challenge the next time we do that on Facebook. That was fun.
That was very good also.
Yeah. And so that's totally free. So you can also check that on my website. But join us either way, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Bye-bye.